and yeah, this game is incredibly grindy. You have to do a huge amount of just nothing but grinding to get anywhere. But yeah, we did, and now it's time for the final payout. What also makes my playthrough, this second playthrough of this game, a more challenging task, is because I had missed one single side quest, and it was the one side quest that I really should have done, because that side quest drops an equipment, Sanae's sketchbook, and that equipment gives you resistance against all status effect except instant death, but instant death is basically nothing to worry about because only Yuko in this game has a spell that can inflict it. But yeah, that is easily the best equipment in the whole game, and I had missed it. So I had basically shot myself in the foot and limped through this whole game. But luckily, that quest was not required for you to get the true ending. So now we actually had a chance to go to the ending right after we had beat Rinosuke, but there was really no point in doing that because you would not have been strong enough to beat the final bosses as you were when you had the chance, and basically you still had half of the game unexplored at that point. So what the hell, why wouldn't you go into the post story and do your shit? But the whole gist of this game was there's a blizzard outside that doesn't let up, and Reimu is cold, and she wants a new stove. And Moko comes to you and complains that someone has stolen her fiery core, which is basically in this game the source of her power. So you have two missions: get Reimu a new stove, get Moko back her fiery core, and maybe at the side investigate the blizzard incident, but that's secondary. And yeah, turns out the first boss we went to investigate in terms of the incident, Chiruno of course, turns out she actually was the main culprit of the incident, and we just got duped the first time we fought her. So yeah, we fight her again, she spills the beans that for whoever gave her the power amplifier with which she managed to prolong the winter because she wanted to spend more time with Letty, was the same guy who stole Moko's fiery core. And who would you know, the person from whom we could buy the stove for Reimu is also happens to be Rinosuke, who also happens to be the guy who stole Moko's fiery core, and who also happens to be the guy who basically caused this incident. So yeah, we got a stove from him, and now it's finally time for us to give it to Reimu. And you have no idea how many times I've read this text. Marisa, you're back, the blizzard stopped, so I guess you did a good job out there. It didn't take longer than a couple of years. Half a decade. Yeah, and one thing I do have to rag about this game is that there is no way for you to speed up the dialogue. It will roll out in its own pace, and you are forced to watch through it all. And it can get tedious when certain bosses have long dialogue sections before them, and when you die you have to read it again and again and again, and that is one of the main downsides of this game. Other than that, this game, I'm saying it already, this game is the second best Touhou fan game out there. My personal favorite is Scarlet Curiosity, but this game is a really close second because this game's ability to draw out all the emotions is next to none, because you will absolutely rage and hate some of these bosses, but when you finally inch that victory, no matter how close or far margin it is. When I beat that girl I talked about, my god, I had never felt as happy while playing a video game as I felt then. But is this really fine? Marisa asks. I'm feeling that the things that we must do with all our hearts, we haven't done them yet. And yeah, Moko is a tag-along that basically breaks the fourth wall constantly. And yeah, at times, the first time I played this game I did find the dialogue kind of funny, but yeah, it is pretty corny at times. Please select an extra route. And here we have 4 choices because we beat the game on normal mode and did all that was required for us to unlock the 4th one. The first option would be Bamboo Forest, then would be Scarlet Devil Mansion, and then Higan. And the final boss here would be Moko. Here, this is what we did in the original playthrough. This is the Flandre one, and then here we would fight Eiki. And 4th one, no need to do anything. I'll take that one. And Moko is pissed. We're just chilling. And yeah, one thing I do have to mention is that this game doesn't have original soundtrack. The developers just took songs from existing games on existing media and threw them all here, and somehow it works brilliantly. This game has an amazing soundtrack. The developers picked only the best, the cream from on top of the cake, and went with them. When I realized that I had missed that one, side quest, I got scared because in the guide it says that side quest is mandatory for you to unlock that true ending. Luckily, I went and checked that actually it wasn't. It just makes the whole game a lot more difficult because you don't have that equipment. So I have actually seen this conversation before, but anything beyond this is completely new to me. I just checked that I could I checked that I had it actually unlocked, and I hadn't screwed myself over 5 years ago when I had started this second playthrough, because I would have been pissed if I had to play through this game for the third time, because this game is still fucking long. The amount of grinding and retries you have to do is insane. Perhaps Rinosuke was just a pawn of someone else, and that possibility has definitely not been alluded to throughout this whole game. Like when you fight Suwako, and in the following cutscene conversation talk with the fucking Kanako. Yeah, Kanako. And when you have already left, she just monologues to herself about something going on the background. Ooh, what might that be? And yeah, this final route is finally like payoff for all that blue balling. And yeah, basically Moko insists, after we had already declared that there's nothing left for us to do, that Moko insists, go and fuck off. Go and fuck off to Ayente one more time. And then let's go. It won't hurt to check it out. Bigger darkness. Big black cock.